Good morning, students. Welcome again to e-learning class of Social Science. Today, we will continue the third chapter of history, that is the Delhi Sultanate. Previous week, we discussed about the Slave Dynasty and the Khilji Dynasty. Today, we will read about the Tughlaq Dynasty, the Sayyid Dynasty and the Lodhi Dynasty. Now, let's start from Tughlaq Dynasty. The Magd area was ruled by this dynasty. The dynasty ruled from 1320 to 1398 AD. In 1320 AD, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq killed the last Khilji ruler and founded the Tughlaq dynasty. The prominent rulers of Tughlaq dynasty were Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Let's talk about Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. He ruled from 1320 to 1325 AD. He was efficient ruler, statesman and a good administrator. Statesman means experienced politician. He was able to establish peace in his territory. The famous Tughlaqabad fort in Delhi was constructed by him but died in 1325 in a mysterious circumstances. कहा जाता है कि उसके सन जौना खान के षड्यंत्र की वजह से ही उसकी डेथ हुई. Next ruler was Jona Khan. He succeeded his father and took the title Muhammad bin Tughlaq in 1325 AD. The source of information was the writings of Moroccan traveler Ibn Battuta. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a scholar and chose reasonable and rational methods to solve all religious issues. वह दिल्ली सल्तनत के सभी रूलर्स में से सबसे ज़्यादा एजुकेटेड था, पर उसे फूल यानी मूर्ख किंग भी कहा जाता है बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ हिज प्रोजेक्ट वर फेल्ड एंड लेड टू हिज डाउनफॉल. वन सच प्रोजेक्ट वॉज ट्रांसफर ऑफ कैपिटल फ्रॉम Delhi to Daulatabad. He actually decided to change the capital because it was closer to South India. But the decision brought the downfall of rule due to the following reasons. First, he ordered all the people to shift with their bag and baggage, which caused inconvenience to all. सभी को दौलताबाद शिफ्ट होने का ऑर्डर दिया गया. Secondly, North India was far away from this place, hence its administration suffered. Third, the Mongols started attacking the northwest frontier regions. Next, the long travel and journey caused misery to all people, but within 5 months, he decided to come back to Delhi, which caused a lot of hardship to all the people. इतनी लॉन्ग जर्नी में बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो वो मारे गए. His next failed project was the introduction of token currency. In order to overcome the shortage of silver, the token currency was introduced, which was made of bronze and copper. Since the right to mint the coins was not reserved, every household started minting coins. हर एक घर में coins बनने लग गए. As a result, there was circulation of counterfeit coins, यानी नकली coins बढ़ गए. This resulted in confusion in trade and finally all the coins had to be withdrawn, which caused heavy loss for the government. The third project was to increase the tax in Ganga Yamuna Doab. Tax was increased when the area was affected by famine, means crop failure के time tax को बढ़ा दिया गया. The peasants were unhappy, hence it was withdrawn in the end. By the time it was too late and the agriculture sector was affected. He faced a lot of rebellions in the last phase of his period and he died in 1351. After his death, Firoz Shah Tughlaq became the ruler. He was very soft ruler. His policies were very moderate. He introduced the jizya, means a tax on non-Muslims for giving them state protection. He did a lot of welfare activities for the people, such as construction of canals and boilies. A separate department for the poor was established, built various sarais and madrasas, setting up workshops for handicrafts, establishment of towns such as Hisar, Firozabad and Firozpur. He died in 1388 AD. After his death, the Tughlaq dynasty could not survive for a long. Timur, the Turk ruler of Samarkand, invaded India and gave a final blow to the Tughlaq Empire in 1399. Khazir Khan captured the throne when Timur left India and established the Sayyar dynasty in 1414. The prominent rulers of Sayyar dynasty were Khazir Khan, Mubarak Shah, Muhammad Shah and Alam Shah. Khazir Khan ruled from 1414 to 1421 for 7 years. He defeated Hindu rulers of Doab, Kalithar and Chandwad for not paying the tributes. After him, Mubarak Shah succeeded to throne in 1421. He laid the foundation of the city Mubarakabad. After his death, Muhammad Shah ruled from 1434 to 1443 AD for 7 years. He continuously fought against internal revolts. After the Muhammad Shah, Alam Shah ruled from 1443 to 1451 AD. He was very weak ruler. He moved to Badaयूं instead of staying Delhi, which gave a blow to the Sayyar dynasty, and the dynasty came to an end. Now, let's talk about the last dynasty of Delhi Sultanate, that is the Lodhi dynasty. It ruled from 1451 to 1526 AD. Behlul Lodhi founded the Lodhi dynasty in 1451. The prominent ruler of Lodhi dynasty were Behlul Lodhi, Sikandar Lodhi and Ibrahim Lodhi. Behlul Lodhi, who was the governor of Punjab, occupied the throne of Delhi and founded the Lodhi dynasty. He ruled over Delhi for 37 years. After him, Sikandar Lodhi came to throne in 1489. He annexed Jaipur, Bihar and the entire region of Gangetic Plains. Next ruler was Ibrahim Lodhi. He ruled from 1517 to 1526 AD and faced lots of rebellions. Daulat Khan Lodhi invited Babur, the ruler of Kabul, to invade India. Babur defeated and killed Ibrahim Lodhi in first battle of Panipat, which marked the beginning of Mughal Empire in India, which we will read in next chapter. Now, let's talk about the administration of Ibrahim Lodhi. Sultan was the head of the administration. The ulemas advised the Sultan. The entire administration was looked after by ministers appointed for various portfolios such as Wazir, who looked after the revenue collection and other financial issues. Arize Mumalik took care of the army and military affairs. Diwane Insha looked after the state correspondence. Chief Sadar was in charge of the justice. Diwane Risalat supervised the religious affairs. Wakile Dar took care of Sultan's household. Now let's read about the reasons for the decline of the Sultanate. The imposition of Jizya, conversion of people to Islam, destruction of temples and other places of worship made the rulers unpopular. Many rulers were weak and nobles became powerful. The succession war after the king had died weakened the kingdom. Succession war means war between the sons of king to become the ruler. The invasion of foreign rulers gave the final blow to the empire. Many revolts led to the formation of independent kingdoms such as Vijayanagar and Bahmani. The Vijayanagar Empire was founded by Harihara and Bukka in 1336. It had its capital at Hampi, and Bahmani kingdom was founded by Zafar Khan. It had its capital at Gulbarga. So that's all about the Delhi Sultanate. Now read the lesson carefully, write question answers in your fair notebook and draw flow charts. Thank you, students.